was me.
And we're live! Woo!
Hello, everyone.
Oh, wow. Again, here we
We
are.
got audio, we got video, we're all good.
Yeah.
I was like, are we wooing?
No,
Oh yeah, always move. Always move.
I just saw the clip because of the delay of my
Hey,
car.
man.
And it made me
Oh,
sad.
and my old cars
I'm
too.
sad.
Well, we
sad.
talk about that every single episode,
I
so
know.
we're
Yeah.
still sad about losing our old cars. But anyway,
Hey.
But
we
We
are
have a
Pints
special
and
guest
Pistons,
tonight.
guys, and
But
it
it's-
is our 7-year
7-year
anniversary
anniversary.
show.
Crazy.
But the fun thing is, though, of the cars that are gone, I did get to drive all three of
You
them.
did.
With
You
3
did.
pedals.
And we are joined by license and registration tonight on this fantastic evening.
Woohoo.
Thank you,
Another
thank
mic.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah, another mic.
Another mic. Well, we
A
either
full-size
have-
a full-size mic.
Fuck you.
So we have Mike, Little Mike, and Littler Mike.
You're not the smallest anymore, bud.
Take the
We
win,
didn't
buddy.
count 'em before.
You know, I've been dealing with this for
Win-
more
win's
than
a win.
7 years with you, but still, like,
And,
welcome to my
Just,
life.
just call him Dad, move on.
No,
Yeah,
he does
uh,
call me Dad. You know what the little bastard did for me for Father's Day?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Oh, well, that's on brand.
Not a damn thing.
Well, it's
the way
funny
you
because
talk to me.
sometimes
Am I
people
gonna-
see them together.
So you're
and they
saying
literally
that for
think
Father's
he's his
Day,
dad.
he came up
'Cause
short?
They both
And
have the
it's-
long hair. The facial
Yeah.
shape's actually not far off.
No,
and
it's the
No,
eyes.
no.
It's
And
the
the
eyes.
eyes,
Hey, hi, Celtic.
How's it going?
Oh.
No, and it's funny because we also have a friend of ours, Ed, who came down from Pennsylvania, and he's just turned, what do you think, he's 70 this year? So when the three of us are out at a car event, they literally think it's Grandpa, me, and son.
And we lean into it because
We-
Ed is hysterical. Oh, well, Ed goes to Cars and Coffee, and
Yeah.
you've seen him before, and he leans into it heavily. So it's one of those, we'll be walking around. I give shit to him, he gives shit to Ed, and then he's like, I'll end all of you, let's go.
Need like one of those 80s Olin Mills style pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That would
no,
be-
we need to go to Sears. We'll find a JC Penney's with still working photo
Photo
lab.
studio, yeah, photo lab.
and do the wonderful family photos. And that.
Oh, so I want to
We
bring
need
up.
to do that.
I want to bring up something crucial. Very crucial. Next Leadfoot, we all have to go.
I'm in. I know there's a couple people from the Mopar
It-
Club
it
thinking
was-
about going to Gainesville tomorrow night.
It's tonight. I want to take my car to the next Leadfoot, and I want to run below a 9, and I'll be happy and I'll go.
Man, I wish I would have didn't have my time slips. I wish I would have left them in the car because I could show you. I think I did a so Google AI when we were talking about it on
Yeah.
the last time. It kept saying that all of our cars were like 8
Like,
seconds.
yeah, the same.
Mine went 977 at 72 was my best pass, and that was the one pass where I got it out early. You know, like right after we got there. So it was about 6 p.m. Sun was still out, but the track was still fresh. So
Is it slick?
it's slick. Like towards the end of the night, I was actually getting wheel spin shifting into second manually with my car, and that doesn't even happen out on the pavement. So it's a little bit of a tricky track. Now, that's not to say there are some guys that are getting down that
Oh,
track
yeah.
and going
And
damn
I
quick.
am all-wheel drive with the launch control and everything.
Yeah,
Well,
but even there's rear-wheel drive guys that are doing really good. Like
Yeah,
Brett did.
okay.
Brett didn't have any spinach
Brett
going
did
on.
really
No, Brett's
Like-
car just
It,
asked.
it hooked and booked.
Like
Yeah.
his car's running on stock leaf springs with a set of old school slapper bars. He does have shocks in it, but that thing every time he doesn't have a trans brake in it.
Went.
So he was revving it
That's-
up
that's
and
probably
then
helping.
so he
because
was
if had
revving
a
it up and then
transfer,
going,
it
but
probably spun.
you know, but it's a built transmission, the reverse manual valve body, all rollerized inside, a converter and everything
Yeah.
else. So it is a proper C4 trans. And every time he let off, and that thing just dead hooked and went.
Yeah.
Every single time. So
Yeah, we got to go to the next one. I want to go. I want to race.
so yeah, there are people that are getting down that track easily, but then as we've seen on the live streams, there are people who not.
Yeah, it looks like I've
Getting
seen a couple of live streams, and you've seen some people have a little issue.
Well, our friend Robbie got lucky one night.
S2000.
There's
yeah,
S2000.
yeah.
He was in the right lane, S2000 in the left lane, and they launched. Robbie got out on him, and 150 foot out. And
like,
went,
maybe
if
3
they had
feet.
left, if they had left together, it would have been bad.
Yeah, maybe 3 feet. Missed
Yeah.
his rear bumper.
That's why
and hit
yeah,
the
I have
wall.
driving for dummies all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
We're good.
Alright,
We have an
Philip
important,
has an
important question. Shoot.
Alright, what do you got, Celtic? And also remember, there's a little bit
Yeah.
of delay between
What
what's
he
on our
sees
TV,
there
yeah.
and what we see up there.
Yeah, I think it's a 3-second delay.
More like
Eh.
10.
Well, okay. 3, 10, you know. We measure differently.
We'll wait for the question, I guess.
We will wait.
We're waiting. But
Wait,
anyway,
What are we
so-
drinking? We gotta.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
That was our cue for the first beer.
That was our cure for the first beer.
Yes, we'll do it now.
Dan, hey,
What?
Fate.
hey.
Well, earlier, I mean, we were basically just, having some Yingling, and then Sabrina made the
Yeah.
Florida green tea shot mix stuff that's really good.
All that stuff is way too good.
She made that one
Oh,
just
did she make it?
Yeah, she made a little. Yeah, it was a little bit spicier than the last one.
Uh-huh.
It was still amazing.
Oh yeah, that stuff's good.
Yeah, first beer is
They
coming.
said, what? No first beer yet? No, we're working on it. We're working on it.
We're easing into things here a little bit.
Sorry, Sabrina's in there like, who wants shots? Shots. And I'm like, oh, she's an enabler.
She totally is.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll.
Are you two
Start-
splitting?
Yeah, we're gonna kind of split things up a little bit.
What is this?
We'll get everything.
This
taken
is
down.
one that we
Ooh,
have
that's
not
it. Oh,
found
I
yet.
like it.
Brian
I like
found
it.
this one. We love Marker 48, and I know Celtic loves Marker 48. They are a great place to perform at.
Love the local reference.
But also, well, everything from Marker 48 has been absolutely
And this
amazing.
is-
Excited.
I
So
was
this,
just there last Saturday at Marker 48.
Dan, is there any left in that can?
Oh no! Well, it was.
Here, hold on.
It's
I got
okay.
some. I got some.
Sorry.
Here you go.
Chris, get
The
yourself
thing's
going there.
wrong.
Yep, we'll use that as a top off if anybody wants it.
My apologies. I got
A
too
little more left in
swirly.
there for somebody.
There's some left.
Oh, we got a little one.
Yep. You get more. Because you need more.
There we go. Let's go.
Perfect.
There's a little left in there.
I'll take that too.
There you go.
Somebody want to do the read-in, or would you like me
I
to?
can't do the read-in, but anyway, so I was down there a couple
I'll-
days.
I'll do it.
I was down there a couple of days ago, and there was a. Since they were open, I went on a side quest, and I found Marker 48's Wiki Weiss Blackberry Florida Vice.
All right. So Brian just said the name is Wiki Wise Blackberry 4 Wise. This is from Marker 48 Brewing, our wonderful place. If y'all haven't
Smell
gone
that?
to it yet, definitely go. They
Brian, you smell
hit
that?
every
Yes.
single time.
Mhm.
So this is a
They know.
yes. This is a tart, refreshing Florida Wise, inspired by the Wickiwachi River and brewed with lactose and so it does have milk in it.
Yeah.
So, lactose and blackberries. It pairs perfectly with the Florida weather or beautiful coastline, rivers, lakes, and springs. It is a very low, 4.2% by alcohol, alcohol by volume, 25 IBUs. That's not bad. That's
No, it's
that's
not bad
low.
at all.
That's low. But also
excited.
be
Smells
careful
so
if anybody has
good.
any lactose things.
No.
'cause- Well, sometimes
Oh,
with some
yeah.
of these beers they
Yeah, you
sneak
just-
that in, and you're like, why do I got bubble guts? He's like, oh, okay.
Gentlemen, slancha.
Such a...
Slancha.
It looks beautiful.
I
It
am-
really does. I'm excited.
I am definitely
It
looking
looks
forward to
great.
this one.
Smells great.
You can definitely smell the lactose in it.
Oh
Oh
yeah!
my
Holy
God.
hell!
That almost
Oh.
tastes like like
It
a
tastes
good
like-
yeah, it's
sour,
almost got a little
but like
sour,
a good
yeah.
sour.
Yeah,
though.
like that is. I am.
All right,
Oh.
so it has a sour ending, but it tastes like Trix blueberry yogurt.
Yes.
Kinda
yes.
Yup.
Kind of does.
Like
Yes.
blueberry yogurt.
So you can drink more slancha, guys.
Oh, I like
Slancha.
that.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that is really good.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And
choice,
it-
good
hey,
choice.
That
kid,
quick
that's
sour on
a
the
hot
end's so
weather
good.
beer
Yeah.
right there.
That
That
is
is
so good.
perfect.
And see,
You know,
the
not
great-
for nothing, you'd be going down the Wickiwachi River in a kayak. Just
Oh yes.
jamming
But
along.
it's sour, but not overly sour. It's got a good tartness to it. It does have a sweet initial hit to it. That's good.
Little bread hit on the end, like pretzel bread
Well,
hit.
but it's one of those. The lactose with it is what's
It does
calming
wonders
down
for
that extra sour going on with it because it's smooth. It is very smooth.
Oh yeah. No, that's delicious.
That is really yummy.
That is really good.
Wow.
It happens sometimes.
Well, it's one, I've never
You're
had.
looking
A,
at
I've
it right
never,
now, right
I've
here,
never
live.
had a bad thing
It
from Market
happens.
48. I
Yeah, that's true.
always love Market.
And this is
48.
definitely a new one because me and Mike and his brother-in-law one evening down
We
there
literally sampled
with Celtic,
every single
we
thing.
between the three of us, we sampled the entire beer menu.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of those, if you got it there, it has to be newer because they also push all their products out to stores.
So they're a pretty heavy retailer.
Yeah. That's good.
So
Yeah.
guys,
Wow.
shit, 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
7 years.
7 years and we haven't killed each other yet. Woo!
Technically 6 for me. I was gone for a while.
Well, no, you were
Well,
there.
you had
live
the
stream.
mysterious
You had the
floating
I
head.
was
Yeah,
the
sure.
mysterious floating head for most of
So
it.
no, you were there. You were there. You were always there.
It took you a year to realize the mistake you had
Yep.
made.
And then we saved you. Then we did that wonderful trip, the cannonball up and down to Savannah.
Uh-huh.
And that was wonderful 36 hours. It wasn't even 48. It was 36
Yep.
hours of
Yeah.
going up, going back.
7
We don't get out there anymore. Red Right is still the go-to. Yes, Red Right Return is still close to the top of our list. We've had a couple
Not
that have-
anymore after that St. Augustine one from last time.
Not
Yeah,
at the
that
top. I
one
said
was,
it's in the it's in the top of the list, but not the top of the
I
list.
definitely may or may not have had one for lunch.
Did you do anything from Ancient City Brewing?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Wait,
had Ancient City Brewing.
Is that the one that? No, we
Which
got.
one's
the-
Ancient
we
City?
got,
I brought
We
that.
got Dog Rose.
I've
That was the
brought
one from-
2 of them, and I think you brought 1.
I still have one that Red left. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
It's from Dog Rose, right
Yep.
there.
Find and
Yeah.
replace.
Okay,
Yeah,
Reds are some of our favorites. This one beat.
Oh, yeah.
It got into our top 3.
So yeah, we did
And
the.
that is very hard to do.
So we did the Matanzas River Red Ale,
Yep, had that.
the Orange Amber Ale,
That one
That-
was really
Yeah,
good.
I like that one.
and the Castillo Coconut Porter.
Haven't had that one.
Yeah, found that one.
Oh,
I
that
found,
was the good steak one.
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
that. I think I found that one at ABC in Ocala.
I didn't realize they made it out that far. Good for them. We actually, it's funny. So they made, God, what was it? But either way, it had watermelon in it.
Ooh.
Well, Chelsea is like definitely allergic of
Oh,
watermelon,
no. Oh,
and like
no.
even to like touch.
So,
like,
full on anaphylaxis.
Yeah, so if she touches the rind of a watermelon and it does this to her arm, you can see her handprint.
Nice.
And we knew they had it. She didn't drink any of it, but she had leaned on the bar,
And it was on the
and
bar.
someone must have
Oh,
spilt
no.
some, and so she got it. It was just like she broke
Oh.
out here. So we couldn't go to the brewery for the entire time that they had the run because we couldn't take a chance on
No,
where was it
I
spilled.
wouldn't
Oh,
either.
hold on, what's on?
Tampa Bay Brew. Yes, Dead Parrot Limes. We've had that one.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a
Yeah,
really
we've had
good
Dead
one.
Parrot.
Yeah, we've had
Yes.
that. I think last time I was at PEX, I had Red Right Return, and CJ had the Dead Parrot.
Yeah, but the Dead Parrot, that has a really good. It's a really good flavor. It's a very key lime flavor to it.
Definitely a summer beer.
And it is, if you're on the coastline anywhere, you know, I'm not a fan of beaches and that, but like if I'm at any place near the water,
Yeah,
that's a solid hit. Solid hit.
yeah. Another one that's kind of a solid summertime hit, even though the name is right in the name, is Sam Adams Summer Ale. They're seasonal.
See,
Yeah,
I don't
it
like
is
that
one.
one.
Really?
Yeah,
I like
don't
Sam
like that
Adams
one.
Summer Ale.
See, I don't
You
really.
know what my favorite Sam Adams is? It's
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, and then we're starting to see it.
I'm also the Lemon Radler we had was pretty good.
I will say that one was good. That one was good. But I'm very happy Oktoberfest are finally coming back in like Marzens and that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
guys.
anxious. I'm interested to see what
Oh, it was you.
posting live from it. I'm kind of interested to see what other Marzens show up besides our usual suspects.
True.
You know, because like I said,
If I can find
Because,
that
you know-
mini keg again,
I was gonna say we need to see if we can find that mini keg
So,
again because that was
um,
awesome.
that what was at the Hofbrau?
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went down to Beer Frog in Spring Hill. It's right by my sister's house and that, right across the street from Powell Middle School. That place is wonderful. My brother-in-law turned me on to that place. They get some
Beer
crazy,
Frog?
yeah. They get really
I-
good stuff.
I
and all
was right
that.
next to one in Spring Hill the other day, and I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
what the hell it was.
yeah. That's the
Oh,
Beer
that
Frog.
Like,
yeah,
I will,
yeah,
like,
that's the
Every
one.
I
now
was
and
at the
then,
retro
I
game
will
store buying old
not
video
even
games.
side quest to Beer Frog. I will main quest to Beer Frog.
So
Just
Oh,
because.
we
Fair
went
enough.
the one time to go. It was us three, and we went down to go do a run to try to get, because my brother was like, "Yo, they just got a huge order of a whole bunch of different like Marzens and Oktoberfest and all that. Go." So we got off of work. I picked them all up. I'm like, "Let's go." we went down there, and we got a whole bunch of stuff. And then as we're about to walk to the checkout, I see a mini keg, and that kind of like the Heineken
Yeah, it was,
mini
it was
keg.
the Hofbrau
Right.
Marzen.
But it was the Hofbrau actual German Marzen. And I'm looking at the price, and I'm like, okay, it's like $35, like $35, $40. But I'm looking at how much is in it, and then I'm looking at the 4-pack that's next to it. And the 4-pack is $25. And I'm like, for 10 extra bucks, I'm getting...
You get three. You get 3 times the beer.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes. And I got that strap. We strapped it into the back of the ST, put it into a seatbelt next to Chris, and I'm like, let's go. And oh my god!
And that was also the trip that on the way back, Chris finally got to experience Lake Lindsay Road.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, because we made sure he was strapped in and that, and that was amazing for under $40, a mini keg of that, and man, we just I think for 3 episodes just kept on getting our.
Select this number on the YouTube mobile app.
What the fuck?
Who's got the Pixel 9 Pro XL?
Oh, that would be me. I don't know why it did
What
that.
have you done?
I have no idea why it did that.
But yeah, no, that was great. We had it in an outside fridge, and we would just all go out there and just fill up our things and just come out here and drink it. And yeah, if they have that again, I'm buying that because it was so good, so good. And even after like a week, it still had fizz to it. Like,
Nice.
it never lost its carbonation because that was like my main concern. Was like, oh my god, this is once I open it, it's gonna go flat. Never did.
And what's funny is we last episode we had the Hofbrau Fest beer. It wasn't a Marzen, it was a Fest beer, and it was really really good too.
So not too big of a tangent. Still talking about beer,
No, you're
but I
fine.
know in the episode we were talking.
We have
We
car things. No,
but-
sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still.
Oh
no.
yeah, we're also a car show.
That's right.
We'll get the cars in a second.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is still beer. So we talked about Helen, Georgia, Oktoberfest.
Yes, and that runs from like the end of September.
Oh,
I think,
yeah,
to,
it's-
like,
there's a
it's the
big
longest
window.
running run in
Yeah.
in America. I think it runs to like mid-November or something like
We
that.
went for the first time just this past year.
Really,
It was bonkers.
Yeah.
I really want to go.
Excellent. Like I would
I've
be like,
heard.
if that's your thing and you want to go do it,
I really do.
go do it.
Okay.
So they don't do that like at the end of October when it's coming up to Halloween.
It's like full like September to like mid-November.
Yeah.
is when they do it.
We were there in October, and they were
Really?
like wrapping up. They were done.
Huh?
I was gonna say they just posted the dates. Like it goes to
Yeah.
like November like 12th or.
Yeah, I want to say
15th
we
or
did
something
like
that.
it was like the second weekend in October when we went.
See, that's like the last weeks of it. Like they kind of wrap up the festivities by the 3rd week of October. Because we were there the last week of October and nothing was really happening.
Yeah, we went. I mean, the place was packed. But I mean,
So you were there last year?
yeah, just this past
So
October,
you were literally there
probably a weekend
a
or two
week
before.
before we were.
Yeah, because we just decided like 2 weeks before we went. All of a sudden, I was like, Chelsea, you want to do this?
Yeah.
And she's like, let's go.
Oh man.
But there's a great hotel. It's right on the river that runs through Helen.
Oh.
And so like, and it's cheap, but it's a
Okay.
great, clean little like mom and pop hotel. Almost all the balconies like face
Face
are
the river.
on the river.
Oh.
And so like even if you're not like in the middle of it all, you can literally just sit on your balcony, have a beer, and like you hear live music. I mean, everything's going on
You
right
are
there.
gonna have to send
And
us that.
everything is a
information.
block.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the driving roads
Oh, yeah.
around it. I mean, it's not like, you know, the dragon or
Yeah,
anything
but
like
it's
that.
still nice.
But I mean, it's
That,
not.
that area of Georgia though is fun to drive. through.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
and
for
we went
sure.
and we were in the Mini when we went.
Yeah, that's they're like hilly and properly curvy
Yeah.
and not very populated.
I've got newish tires and newish brakes. I'm in.
Newish works.
Newish works.
It's better than
I'll throw the
oldish.
pig through it. I'll throw the pig through it. Let's see how the expedition handles this. Woo!
Well, the Ranger handled it just fine, so I think you'd be all right.
But then again, a trip up there, we might all be just rolling in the expedition and see.
Yeah. It's really you need to decide if you're going for one thing or the other.
Yeah.
They don't blend well.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say beer fest drunk driving around the roads probably would not be a
No.
good thing.
Not in the least.
Helen, Georgia.
Yeah, that's the Germantown up
Yep.
in
North
It is.
northwest of Atlanta,
Mhm.
almost in Tennessee.
It looks like a little like German town.
Well,
I
and
actually
found
that was
something
the
about
thing.
that, by
Like
the way.
the people that founded it, like they came over from
Yeah.
Germany and
Yeah.
they saw
Yeah.
like the mountains and the rivers and all. And they're like, this looks just like homeland, and they made it. And it really like if you don't know where you're
Yeah,
at, when
there's
you
it's
see the pictures,
several city blocks.
you're like, this
Yeah.
isn't Georgia.
So another
Chris
thing,
Bachman, what he say? Mr.
Sorry I'm
Bachman.
late. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Chris.
something else
Awesome.
I learned about Helen, by the way, and I'm really sad I didn't learn it until after I was there. So, like an hour away. You ever watch Band of Brothers?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Camp Currahee?
Yeah.
Is there?
It's right down the road, basically. It's like
Oh,
right there.
dang.
They've got a big museum there now.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I've already told.
There.
I've already told
Side
Shelby if we go
quest.
back
Yeah.
there, I'm going
Yeah.
because you can go up the trail.
They do a festival up in that way. Beautiful country.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love doing all of my Walking Dead nerdism while I was up there. That was
Yeah.
great.
You see where Carl died.
Yeah, I did. It's a really nice neighborhood too.
Spit-
It's like a really nice
It's been a
neighborhood.
nice spot.
So,
happy
so
with it.
speaking of Celtic Conundrum, anybody watching, you need to go out and check those guys. They're a fantastic live act, and they've how many CDs do they have out now?
I think 4.
No, 5 or 6.
Four.
Well, don't tell us how many albums do y'all have out?
I own 2 of them.
I know there's many live performances on the albums that you can hear us.
And when are you,
on.
and when are you playing up this way again?
October
Yeah,
they will
tell me
be
more,
in
so-
at not
So
Cobb.
Celtic Conundrum, they do like traditional Irish music and like pub music.
Perfect.
And then they
so
also
it's-
cover
it's-
some
it's-
different songs too.
It's
It's like
Celtic and
Like-
Americana folk type stuff.
Yeah.
They'll also probably
Like the good Irish drinking
Yeah, you.
songs.
yes.
Yeah, along with like good like older Americana like instilled like folk songs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And they're all very talented musicians.
Yeah, Americana, Celtic
very
roots,
good.
original and new traditional music.
Oh, I'll have to check
They
it
are-
out.
And they're-
they
and they're
are
great
absolutely
people.
amazing.
They're so friendly.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic people.
Re-
Oh shite, what makes anything work? Hey, we're here doing our thing.
Many.
Where are
many
they?
Years.
Where are they out of?
Dunedin.
Dunedin.
Oh,
But
okay.
they-
So yeah,
but
they're up
come
this way. Like I
this
said, we
way.
see them at Pine Street and at Cop quite a bit, and we've been to
They're
Market
usually
48.
at $3 Brewing down that way. They just did the new Beach Theater, and St. Pete. Well, the old Beach Theater that finally opened up. They are
Great
go-
band though, great
Yes.
people too.
Oh, definitely.
They
Check
are
that out.
October
I love
Friday, October 24th at 6 p.m. They will be at Cop Brewing, which is an amazing place to see them at.
yeah, they have a really nice.
Yeah,
little
they
But
said
it's
It'll
one
be a
of
nice
those-
time of year too.
Yeah,
It won't
that
be
too.
100
We
degrees.
have
at
we
9
have been
o'clock.
friends for many years
Yeah.
because of Dan. We saw them first time because of Dan, and
Yeah.
ever since then
Yep.
we go anytime they're into Hernando, Citrus, anywhere. We even go like
And
Mount
every
Dora.
now and then, I make it a point to say something that throws Gene off his game just a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, makes them laugh mid song. But yeah, no.
You're hired, Mike.
Yep. See, I try, Sandy. I try. I know how to promote. But yeah, so 7 years of this.
Oh.
Which I never thought would last 7 years. Well, it's not that I didn't think it would last 7 years. It's like, holy crap, we're still doing it 7 years later.
I got a car related thing. It's kind of funny.
We got cars. Oh my god, we
Yeah.
have cars. We talk about cars, guys.
All right, so
Wait, do we do
The
that?
Pistons
still?
portion of the
so.
points.
No, that's just him.
You're the pint.
He's a piston.
Aw.
That's how we came up with the name.
due to my recent work movements, I've been moving things, and I found something called Nissan Brake Fluid 2.
Okay.
Nissan,
Is it basically .4?
No, it's better
Nope.
than Nissan Brake Fluid 1 and slightly less than 3.
Nissan Brake Fluid 2 is exclusively for the Nissan GTR and no other vehicle.
So is it
Why?
.4 plus?
It only says that on the can and has a picture of a GTR.
No shit.
There was a QR code on the back.
A lot bit, Brian.
There was a QR code on the back, and I scanned it and then went to nothing.
Oh,
And
it's on par for Nissan.
so I looked up the part number. It's $100 a quart.
Holy.
And it is
Wow.
called Nissan Brake Fluid 2, and then it says exclusively for Nissan GTR. And apparently the Nissan GTR takes this mysterious special brake fluid that no one will disclose anything about.
If I had to guess, it's probably .4 Plus.
With a little power steering fluid in it.
.4 Plus is basically a synthetic .4, but it's not the full silicon .5.
You know too
Hydraulic fluid.
much. You know too much.
Hydraulic
I'm
fluid.
gonna try to figure out the next beer and figure.
The multi-pack is for next episode. The mono-pack is for this episode. Or ask Shelby, she will tell you.
Did she bring the multi-pack?
I think she did.
I don't think she did. We didn't bring it.
Okay.
Because we kept it at our house because we're talking about our house for next one.
Okay.
And also, I know I mentioned it, like, not, it was before you were here. The Elantra N. Fun.
Yeah.
6-speed manual. So much fun. Properly fun little
Do
car.
little parachutes
Yeah.
pop out when you press on the brakes. It could be an option.
This cost $100, so we have to be safe with it. And also,
That's like
Shelby
more
says because it
GTR
cost
brake fluid?
$100, it's this is what's in a GTR's brake system.
It must be.
But Shelby said she better get a sip of it or she's gonna kill me. So
And
not
she-
you,
and
she's
she-
gonna kill me. So
Okay.
and I'm
You're
scared
off
for
the
my
hook
life.
for this one,
And
brother.
she also said she wanted honest opinion about this.
Yep.
This one?
Yes.
I'll do this
Also,
one.
I forgot
I'm
what she
scared
I
for
forgot
my
what
life
she
because
said
of
she
that.
spent on this, but ooh.
How'd you
So-
know that?
Whoa! Whoa!
So
Look
you
at
wanna
that
oh,
color.
wow.
Honestly?
Yeah, look at
Oh
this
my.
one.
That's.
Okay, well,
Ooh, I'm
we'll
excited.
figure this out.
It's purple juice.
Oh, this is.
Holy!
Is this even a beer?
Is it? I was gonna
it's
say,
purple
is it
drink.
beer?
Is it there?
That's
It
well,
doesn't
just
look
grape
like
juice.
That's not good. Let me go handle what I gotta handle real quick.
I'm gonna leave something. Yeah, leave
Oh,
some.
well, hold on. I got a full beer here, Chris.
Yeah.
I got a full beer. Have her have
Oh my
that.
god. It's like an uncrustable.
Or do you want?
Oh, did we split?
Whoa!
Yeah, we all-
Yeah!
Whoa!
Like someone cut the crust off and we're
What
going.
the hell?
Jesus Christ!
Whoa!
Yo,
Maybe I did want to pour more.
your $100 is great. Well, no, we haven't
What?
tried
Well,
it.
it smells great.
No, we haven't even drank it yet.
what? Okay.
Hold on, this is witchcraft.
Somebody else will have to read the brewery because I can't read it without my readers. But okay,
Try it, Dylan.
Hold on. Yeah,
Where
we're-
is Christopher?
She's trying it, and we just said don't say anything until we leave the room. All right, go ahead, talk.
All right, we gotta. This
okay.
is.
One of y'all will have to read in the top part of it because I don't have my readers and I can't.
Oh, God.
Is there even anything?
All
in it?
right.
I don't think there's
It's
anything on it.
6.5% by volume.
What's the
It's a
name of
one
it? Very
pint.
very top of it is a brewery of some
So
sort.
Zoll Beer Company presents PB&J mixtape.
I mean,
Sláinte.
oh, yeah.
I'm going in. This smells so flippin' good.
Okay, so we had the one oatmeal raisin cookie stout that we thought was absolute witchcraft. The smell of this.
Oh my god. Oh, no way.
No fucking way.
What the hell?
No way. No
Looks
way.
like wine. No,
This is legit.
your looks would be deceiving there, bud.
It looks like wine, but it literally tastes like someone
Like a
blended
PB&J.
up.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
someone blended
It's like
up
a
an
PBJ
Uncrustable.
smoothie.
No,
Oh my
this is
God.
a PBJ with the crust cut off.
Yeah,
It's an uncrustable.
an uncrustable smoothie. Very good.
smoothie. No way.
What the absolute shit is this?
Where's the can?
That's so good.
There is sorcery going on with this shit.
Oh my god.
It says it's a gluten-free sour.
Gluten free too. It's
All
got
right.
it's got bold, bread.
Yeah, I mean, all
Flavor.
the flavors are there.
It's got the bread, it's got the peanut butter, it's got the jelly. The jelly's the strongest for me. That's what I'm getting the most
Same here.
of.
Same here.
Yeah, like it's
really
got
really
all of
good.
the things. All right, Chris, what was the name of the brewery?
Zool, X-U-L.
There is only.
Zool Brewing Company.
Oh my gosh, that was delicious. There are no parts. There is only Zool. Oh my gosh.
I know, and
The
you feel
smack
like
of my lips.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like I,
like I
took a
got
bite.
done.
Dude, some of them are like that. I don't know what these breweries do. But some of these we've had. There's one we had too. It was like
So this is worth $1,000 that shall be paid for this.
So what exactly does it tell you? What style
there
it
was
is?
a beer we had like this.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a
like
gluten-free sour.
we had a beer that was like a
Yeah,
Neapolitan
that's all it
ice
says.
cream
That's all.
sandwich.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all it says.
Well, no, we were just also talking about the oatmeal raisin one. That smelt. We were like, oh, this
But
smells exactly like an
you
oatmeal
can
raisin cookie,
literally-
and then you taste
Yeah,
it. and
Dan
you're
wasn't
like,
there. That was
oh.
that was during
I
the
wasn't
triple
there.
triple monitor madness stream, so
Yeah.
you weren't
Yeah.
there, and it was just the one that was
Well,
in
like,
the fridge.
You can literally take a sip of this, gulp it, and then smack your lips around it. It's like you just
You
had
just
a
had a
bite
bite.
of peanut butter and jelly.
Like I'm looking for the stickiness of the peanut butter in the back of my
it
mouth.
feels like it. And it. Oh my god.
That is witchcraft, man. That is witchcraft.
Yeah, it's dead on.
That's wow. Wow, and I just stained my pants with it, so wow.
Because you spilt it, or you liked it that much?
No,
Or are you having another kind of reaction?
No, there was a little bit on the top of it, and I didn't realize.
Yeah,
that
he
until
said
I did
wow,
it.
and then he said he stained my pants with it. It's a family show, Mike.
There
Thank
was
you.
a little bit on
Thank
my
you, Old
rim.
School's
so-
Garage.
Yes.
Hey,
Sorry.
Mike, other Mike.
We
Hey,
got
other Mike.
we got lost in the sauce, quite literally. Sorry. That was.
Is there a beer you
Delicious.
don't like? Okay. Michelob Ultra Organic
Organic.
is one that we
Gold.
don't like.
Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Or the other one that Dan's
What?
brought,
What?
the Florida Avenue Hibiscus beer.
Pastor the
Dan.
Heights.
Something like that.
Dan.
Hold
Yes.
on. Stop looking at Dan.
Because you
Start
brought it the
looking at
second
me.
time. He brought it once, you brought it the second time.
Hey, listen. Somebody's got to disappoint y'all every once in a while.
Now-
right?
Have you ever been to a Belk Lindsay? Yeah,
Now-
and gotten sprayed in the face with perfume? That's
Would
what
you
it
like
tasted
your beer to taste like that?
No.
Well, here's a hibiscus
Now,
beer.
there was one that I am responsible for, but it didn't really make the show. It ended up being an afterthought. I found a beer, I think it was from UFO,
Yes.
and it was after I bought it, I realized that it was a gluten-free beer. And that got me wondering, how on God's green earth do you make a gluten-free beer when it's made out of frickin' wheat and hops?
And this is gluten free, by the
Okay,
way.
so
Which is blowing me away.
so looking at that, I was a little leery of it. So I did go out and buy another beer, and that's what we had on the show. But I brought it with me, and after the show, we all tasted it, and it got almost the same reaction as the hibiscus and the organic
Yeah, but
ultra. It
the-
was one sip, and we poured the rest out back.
That organic ultra was the best reaction because he got the 6-pack of it, and
That was in Chris's old garage.
Yes, we all popped the top. We took a sip. We didn't even pour it into a glass. We took a sip from the neck.
And all of us just got up. Well,
And not even-
me and Mike got up and went outside the garage and poured it out. This one here just said, screw it, just poured it out on his
the
own
garage
garage
floor.
floor.
Ultimate disrespect. Right on the garage floor.
Yes,
It
but
was-
that's not
it
beer.
Was, it was horrible. It was.
So can I get a
horrible.
quick vote? Flowers in drinks and food.
It depends what it is. So no, you do a higher end cocktail. You're doing something on a tiki way or something like that. Yes.
With like a hibiscus flavor?
Yes.
No.
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 Hibiscus
When,
is shit.
when
Flowers are for smelling.
Yeah.
when
Not for tasting.
when you're in a beer category, no. But when you're in a hard liquor, that stuff, I've had really, really good tiki drinks that have had hibiscus and stuff like that in it, and it's okay. It's the beer aspect of it does not play well.
Mike, that's the alcohol talking.
I mean, I can drink enough alcohol and like Natty Ice tastes good.
Oh
You're like,
God,
this is
no, Natty Ice
refreshing.
never tastes good.
Oh,
And
it
then-
can.
No, it can't.
I need
Well,
to,
we actually inadvertently ran an experiment on the Natty Daddies. So we had Jason, tall man Jason, pretty well buzzed, and we were all buzzed.
And I had a
We were allegedly buzz driving the side by side
I had a
around.
15-pack of it because I worked on someone's car, and I'm like, they're
That's
like,
what-
what beer you like? I'm like, I like Natty, and they gave me a
Natty Daddies.
15-pack of Natty Daddies. I'm like,
So
not what I like. They're like,
our-
why not? I'm like, my Natty's 4%. This is 8.5%.
So
no.
me and Jason riding around, allegedly, somewhat, possibly inebriated on the side by side, ended up in the front yard, and because Jason was out of beer and he didn't want to ride into town in his
So,
current state,
I gave him my 15-pack of Natty Daddies.
so
And
gave
I'm
him a
like,
15-pack of
you
Natty
are
Daddies.
warned. Don't take these.
It's
No,
So-
I think that was the other Jason.
So as we are rolling away, I crack one, taste it. We get down about the bottom of the hill, and I just like no. Jason sets one in the cup holder, and he gets a little ways down, gets the stop sign, takes it, and he's like, oh my God, that's so bad. Puts it back in the cup holder, makes the turn, gets up to the next turn,
Takes
takes another sip. He's like, oh my God, that's so bad. Sits it down in the cup holder. We get to the next stop sign. He takes a drink. Oh my God, that's so bad. Why do I keep doing this to myself? And that was our ride home.
It's not me. It's the beer that's addicted to me.
I don't know what happened to the rest of that because, well,
It sat in the back of the side by side until we threw it away.
Well, and then you can't forget the unfortunate time where Brian was not around and I made my own beer.
No, that is not an unfortunate time.
No,
that
it's
was great.
unfortunate that he didn't
Well,
get to
yeah.
have some.
I am
what was
And I need to
still,
do it again.
I
I
am
still have the recipe written
I am
down.
still a
to
little
be-
salty about that.
It was supposed to be a 5.5 to 6% beer. Turned out to be a 15.5% mead.
It was hard liquor.
But
That's
it
me-
was
It
so
was tasty
smooth.
though.
What's I'm surprised? Like, how has there not been like a
That's
Pints
because-
and Pistons?
No,
Ooh,
we did.
what
It was
was?
Florida. It was Florida
It was-
Man
Yeah.
Blood
Yeah.
Orange beer
So-
made with stuff from his yard, and
Yeah.
it was so
However,
fucking good.
Now I was not there for this because I was in the middle of a medical adventure. However,
Brian did not
What
die, but we thought Brian was going to die.
what
So
I
Brian was not there.
realized was, well, my first big medical adventure was almost dying before we started this. So this was like mid Pints and Pistons medical adventure. What I realized was
Don't get choked up about it.
Mr. Dan there forgot to take into account the additional sugars that the oranges from his tree in the backyard was going to add to the brew.
Yeah.
So the alcohol content.
But it was so.
There was another time when I
smooth.
was not able to come,
I'm sorry about that.
and I forgot what the beer was, but I was watching you guys and chiming in. Hey, happens to the best of us. So I was watching it and chiming in, and I watched you guys take a sip of it, and I watched your faces, and all I typed in was, "So glad I'm not there
I was gonna
tonight."
say, I remember that.
I think
So
that
glad
was
I'm
the,
not
I
there
think that
tonight.
was the hibiscus one.
No, I had that one. That one was absolute shite.
So yeah, I used to rent this house and there was an orange tree out front, but it was like the tiny
little,
like the Florida sour oranges, and I used that for the zest, and then I found, I don't know if you've ever driven on Venable at all, but there's
Yeah.
always some person who's got local honey there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I stopped and I got that, and I slapped all that together and brewed it.
And it was good.
It was
good.
delicious.
The
It
process
was
is
just-
actually on our page. If you go back
Yeah.
many years, you'll be able to like
You can
actually
find,
go to
like,
our
where I did it.
videos.
I
not
need
our
to
live
do it
streams.
again and do it differently this time, so it's not so.
Yeah, maybe less of the
High
actual
octane.
sugar and kind of just rely on the sugar from the honey and the oranges.
Yeah.
But
No,
I-
make it exactly the same again.
It was
I mean,
good.
I,
It was
like I
good.
said, okay, here's the thing. I'm kind of torn on this because
It got you
one,
fucked up.
because one, I would like to see it done properly with the correct sugars and kind of keep it within our, 10% or less, kind of where we try to stay. We try to stay at like 4 to 6% is where we try to stay.
No, this was well above 2.
However, I do kind of want to experience what you actually brewed the first time.
And that's the thing is, like, I found, like, after I moved in where I'm at now, like, it was a few months after I realized this lady has this property and that same type of tree is there with the oranges coming down on the ground. And I banged in the driveway and I was like, yo, weird question. Hi, I just moved in around the corner. If I ever want some of these oranges, can I take? She goes, take however many you want. I don't care about that stupid tree. Just take out. If you want them, just come by and take them. Just tell me you're taking them. And I was like, okay. So I can get the same oranges, and I've been.
And obviously, we know where the lady that sells the honey is located at on a lot of times.
Yep, and I can grab the honey from there. I just I need to do it and I have it, and honestly now I'm gonna have some extra time and some extra money. So
Do it. It's gonna be Floor Man 2.0.
I would say, like, my personal vote is brew it the exact same way you brewed it before.
Yeah.
Because, yes, it wasn't just above 10. It was close to 15.
It was.
But it
Because
did not.
one
It did not. It did not
it was
taste. It did not
weird.
taste like that.
It was
though.
like in between a need and a beer because it still formed a head.
Yeah.
But it tasted. It was like this.
It was really
so
weird.
Yeah, it had
smooth,
no alcohol taste to it whatsoever.
And it wasn't
almost.
until you finished the glass you were
But then
like,
you finish a
"Uh-oh,
glass and you
I'm in
realize you're
trouble."
walking in cursive.
Again?
Yes, and we did again, and that was not a good choice.
Well, now, kind of the high octane stuff, that Dogfish Head 120 Session IPA that your
The
brother-in-law
one-
yeah,
aged.
that's right. was like-
3-year-old one.
That
So
was third- or
the whole
12 or
the whole
11%?
IPA thing,
No.
He
it
loves
started-
IPAs
it
because
started-
He's the IPA guy.
because bearded hipster. He's on the fence about the IPAs
I like the hazies.
because smaller bearded hipster.
I like the hazies.
Smaller still
Yeah.
bearded hipster.
I love all the IPAs.
Not an IPA
Yeah,
guy.
no,
Although,
I recommend
although
everyone for
recently there was a couple different ones that Dan brought that while I wouldn't go out of my way to get them, if somebody handed me one,
We weren't offended drinking it.
I would be perfectly okay with finishing those. They
Okay.
were good because they were acceptable beers. His brother-in-law took a Dogfish Head 120-minute session IPA and
So-
aged it for how many years?
I want to start this up. So when it comes to those Dogfish Head 120-minute IPAs, they
The
come
night-
in a four.
they-
They
they-
come in a 4-pack, and they're $40+ for the 4-pack.
And they start out at like 12.5% alcohol.
So anything over
Spicy.
10%,
You can age.
So he gets a case of them and puts them in the dark pantry in the back corner and
Leaves them.
leaves them.
That was what? That was a 3-year age on those?
No, the one that we had on the show was a 4-year aged. I had 3-year aged here recently, but like he keeps them there and like he's like, here's 2 and that to do on the show, and it's a full IPA and all that. Not an IPA fan,
Okay.
but
This is where I need to come in as the ultimate not IPA fan.
no, I want to say the APV on it at that point was about
30.
yeah.
It was
No,
like,
not joking. So we
It was off the scale.
We used one-
This was literally a 60 proof boat drink.
So we used one bottle for 4 of us. Like it's not like we didn't.
So
split
you're not
it.
drinking.
No.
No. So this was
One
like we're
Split
tasting,
between 4 of us, and you sip it because it
and
becomes a sipping drink at that point.
so we poured it, and we evened out our glasses, and we all slaunch it, and it was like all of the things that I dislike about IPAs was gone.
You get that hop, super hop flavor.
Right.
That like what you normally smell. You get like the actual flavor of that. You get the flavor of the fruit that's in it. You get the flavor of like it breaks the IPA down into where
It doesn't
it's not
take
just,
the happy out of your mouth.
and it's not dry anymore.
Which one's that?
The
That-
120
the
minute,
aged
the
IPA.
aged one,
Oh, yeah.
The one that
It-
Ryan
it-
did, that one.
and it becomes basically a cocktail. Like it tastes
It
like
was,
a cocktail.
like I said, it was literally a 30 to 32% boat drink.
and
It's like the guys that'll sit there and drink really high-end whiskey. Like
Right.
there were complexities, there were different notes going on.
And
it was like
sip, you got
like
something
each sip, you
different.
you rolled it across your tongue and different things.
It wasn't just
happened. It was
you
crazy.
didn't just
It was-
take a sip and drink it.
Right.
Like you
Like, it was one of the-
sloshed it in your mouth.
The only other time we had a beer that was like that was we were all up at Pine Street, and there was a Goose Island
the wooden barrel one
that was
on a
35.
the limited reserve.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
Yeah.
and you got it in a snifter.
Like Pine Street would serve that one in a
six-
snifter,
six ounce snifter.
and you only got one.
you were only out one a day.
So we split. We got one for the table, and that was Jason Molina was there too. So there was
6 of us.
Six of us. Yeah, there was like 6 of us there, and we all poured a little bit, and we all tried it, and that was also
One of those.
really just a
Was
Was
lot
it-
it
going
says
on.
from like a bourbon or a whiskey barrel,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
virgin barrels?
No, that one was from a whiskey barrel, and we've tried other ones from whiskey barrels that where us not liking IPAs had to literally grab IPAs to palate cleanse ourselves. because
Whiskey,
it was
yes.
so
Welcome
bad.
to our world. Hey, we are not above or below whiskey either.
They're doing whiskey shots in there.
They are. Yeah, they are. So one of the things that started this off was me and Mike and Sabrina and Melina and our friend Brian Two Legs. We all went to a beer fest that was in Crystal River, and this was like
The
year.
very first one.
The very first one. This was a year or two before we started doing this.
So about 9 years ago.
So, and we had all had like Newcastle Brown and Guinness and various other, just kind of general beers between Mike and myself.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we went there, they had a lot of volunteers set up and a lot of different breweries from,
Local areas.
local-ish area all sent like a keg for this charity event that was
Okay.
going on.
Marker 48 was very small at that time, so they weren't even like big like they were. They were
Yeah, they weren't-
small.
they
They
weren't-
weren't
they
even
weren't doing stuff like
anything
this.
like that.
So they'd sent like a lot of area breweries had sent kegs in for this thing, and they had volunteers that were pouring it, which was unfortunate because they couldn't really answer questions for us.
Right.
And we had a lot of questions.
But they gave you went in and they gave you a little mug, and you just went around to whatever one you wanted, and like, please, and they would fill it up and you would taste it. And we'd gone around, and that was the first time I had tasted an IPA, and I absolutely did not like an IPA. I was like, all right. So the next one was an IPA. Okay, these are shit. The next one was a bourbon barrel aged whatever.
Right.
It was a stout, bourbon barrel aged stout.
And we're like, all right,
This sounds okay.
okay.
Like, yeah.
Like I said, we've done Browns, we've done Guinness. Okay, this
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Horrible. It was like I was licking like my bar.
hold on a second, and went right next door to the IPA. Another, more, please.
Please.
And they're like, I thought you didn't like it. We're like, it's clean
That's
the
worse.
palate.
It's a
clean
step
the
up.
palate.
It's like,
Clean the
that's
palate.
worse. We just need to clean the palate.
But that's where we found one of our favorite beers. Was we ended up going.
It was like
next
the
door-
last. It was like the last one we tried. Was the Big Top Brewing Hawaiian Lion, the coconut coffee porter.
which is amazing.
Yes.
And we tried that one, and we're like,
Oh my god, this is great. And we just kept on going back and,
And-
going back.
and
going
finally
back.
the guy was like, "You guys are the only one that keep coming back to this," and he just started handing us solo cups.
Instead of the little like 3-ounce like testers, he's like, "Here's a solo cup." He's like, "Just kill the keg, let's go." That is
We
also
damn-
the one time, the only time I saw Brian slightly drunk, and him walking,
Ambulating,
ambulating out,
barely.
going this way and then that way, and we're all trying to get to the car, and then he started talking to cops. We're like, "Shh, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go." And then I fell asleep in the back of the car, and he started making fun of me. I'm like, "You could barely get to the car."
He was walking in cursive.
I have a built-in excuse. I had 2 excuses that night.
And it was hysterical. But then it turned out that was one of our favorite beers, and
And every now and then, one of us will still pick that up and put it in the fridge. And if we're feeling particularly sadistic,
take a photo. Yeah.
hey, look what I just got.
But because of that beer and that night, that is what started this.
That is one of the things
Yeah.
that started. Sabrina was the other.
Yeah, Sabrina was the one that told us, just fucking stop watching other people and do it yourself.
Well, so obviously coming.
And that was still when the round table was sitting over there.
Yeah.
you guys. This is what episode 169.
168.
No,
9.
169.
Okay.
169.
168.
No,
You
168
missed
was
one-
last one.
You missed 167. Last episode should have been 167. Yes. If you go back onto Facebook, it was you did 166 and then went to 168. This one should have been 160.
So, but even
Anyway,
rounding
nice.
for government counting, even 170. Has there been a point in all of this
Fucking
where, like, did you guys at all take a break?
I come with receipts, buddy.
like, and you
It is
didn't do it
169.
for like a few months at a time, or was there any time where all of a sudden you were like,
Nope.
No, it has
eh.
been
No.
consistent the
The
entire time.
Really?
the most we have done is shifted it a week because something was going on and there was going to be
And
like
now-
2 of
now
us that were
we've
gone.
missed a person or something like
Well,
that.
I mean,
or,
yeah.
But no, we've never done a break.
Yeah,
Never
like
done
I said,
hey,
we,
we're taking 3-4 months off. Never done that.
we've had, like I said,
Because
we've had
if we do
instances
that-
where we've been a man down,
Mm-hmm.
or and a lot of times we will find somebody to fill in that spot. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we do. And the only time we've ever had an issue was where there was going to be 2 of us out.
And
And
so
we've-
we just
and we-
either
and we
move
just-
it up a week or move it back a week.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we've shifted it a
That's
week.
it.
Like that was it.
Because
That's
it's
awesome.
it's one of those,
Yeah.
and we've always said this, and it's always been our thing. when we are no longer having fun is when we no longer do it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if we ever took a break, that means we're no longer doing it.
And we all enjoy coming out here and
Yeah.
chilling,
This
so.
is-
Well, and that's what I've always, because I mean,
Yeah.
7 years,
Yep.
100 and almost 70 episodes. You know, it's crazy to think that there wasn't a time where, like,
Nope.
even in the beginning, you're like, maybe not this
Nope.
week.
No, it was
because
always.
it's one of those. At the end of the day, it is.
Even without the camera, like
It
this
is. It is 4 friends that come together every other week. Whether there's and this is the reason why we started this. Whether there's a camera or not, we are doing this exact same.
Like
thing.
it literally started when the round table was here. Like I'd come over and me and Mike would be sitting there drinking beers, watching cars go by.
And then talking about stuff, and then
just-
Sabrina was like, "Just do it in front of a camera." And then we got them too.
But then I was
and we're
like, who the hell's
"Let's-"
gonna watch? Just one-legged guy and a midget?
No. So we got Bearded Wonder and Bearded Wonder.
Well,
and then
okay,
you-
hold on now. When we started, he was Aaron Kaufman Jr.
Because you had a bigger
and
beard.
he had full-on little baby
I-
beard.
yeah.
And you had
But-
hair.
He did have
But-
hair.
And still, like, you, even now, something
And-
comes by.
Or you came out
we
to see
all go like,
Celtic,
oh yeah,
Oh,
my
Hold
God,
on,
stop the
hold
show.
on.
Like,
Hey,
yeah.
what's going on?
Mike. Or you came out to see Celtic Conundrum. Yes, we did.
Yes.
Multiple
And that
times.
was another reason
And
why
live
we
streamed
wouldn't.
from there
Yeah,
before,
why
too.
we wouldn't be live is because like they were performing, but it was always it's all about us 4 having a great time. I love the company of these 3 guys. This is what we do. When we're no longer having fun, we'll stop doing it. But I think I speak for all of us. We've
We've always been having fun.
We're still
Yeah.
What were
yeah.
we doing before the camera went on? We were doing
Exactly.
this exact thing.
Yeah.
Just standing around.
Not
And-
not
and-
necessarily.
and
Not
And,
necessarily.
and now we have a bar at Mike's house.
Hold on. So not necessarily all of us together doing this, because like I said,
That's true.
these 2 knew each other from school.
Yeah, high school. I mean, he was a year older.
These
than
2
me,
knew
but,
each
like,
other from working together, and we knew each other through our Mustang Club.
Yep.
Yep.
And he
So
was my dad.
sort of,
And
allegedly.
I knew him from just passing by through different things with
Yep.
Crystal River and stuff. I knew him and Sabrina before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like when they showed up for the first time when I was there at the Mustang meet, I was like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I've seen you
Just,
guys
So-
we
before."
just car scene
So-
passed around.
Yeah.
Like I said, so when it was kind of like, let's do this thing, and we started kind of brainstorming, like, well, how do we do this? And then it was like, well, we're always drinking beer. Let's try new beers.
Mhm.
So that was the idea. And then Mike was like, well, neither one of us, because I'm old and, well, he's Mike, we didn't really understand this whole, the YouTube thing. So Mike's like, hey, I'm a friend of
I
mine.
know people.
I know
I
someone that
know a
knows the
guy that
internet.
does this, and it was Dan.
I'm like, he's quirky.
And then
he
we're
has
kinda-
his quirks and features like us, and he'd love this. And also, he knows how that works. And I'm like,
And
Dan.
then- and then he-
Dan's like, hold on, I got somebody. And
Well,
we're
no,
like,
it was both him and me.
yeah.
Because
We're like,
Mike was
Chris.
like,
and we're like, oh, I know Chris.
because Mike was like, well, let's see if we can get a 4th. And I'm like,
I know Top Gear has
I
3,
think I
but,
know a
like,
guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
because, and it was after we met through the Mustang Club, and you realize that your mental image of me and me are 2 entirely different things.
Oh, that was such a weird
and
juxtaposition.
I'm not sure which is worse.
It was just the way you
Oh,
were
God.
described.
Something.
Like I was
Yeah,
expecting
thank you.
one completely different thing,
You
and
got Brian.
And then my one-legged ass hopped back into the picture.
I was like, oh wait, this is a totally different thing than what I was picturing in my head. It's like reading a book versus the movie.
Yes.
And then,
Okay.
and then after that, I was like, well, Chris Williams. They're like, oh, well, that's what we were thinking. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So
Yeah, our first episode was over at Dan's house.
yeah, and then we kind of just
Yeah, because we did it off of your page.
and we really do need to invest in doing a more legit setup, but we haven't really cared about like.
Hey, legit setup. Yo, look at that camera. Okay.
And I mean, that
I
is...
mean- with the
But I will
mics.
say this:
Really with the mics, that's it.
consistency will
Consistency.
trump fancy gear anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Although that may be true, but then, like I said, when me and Two Legs and also, me and Two Legs and Nate showed up on your guys'
Right.
deal from the Cars and Coffee podcast, there was a little equipment jealousy going on,
There's
Not
a
that kind
lot
of-
of equipment jealousy going on. Just
Not
so you
that
know.
kind of
From
equipment
over
jealousy.
here, because
but
I'm
just,
the equipment
Well,
guy.
you know,
Yeah, no, he's
I had a
he's
couple movies.
Like that's my job, I do the equipment stuff, and then I
Right.
saw your setup, and I'm like, I ain't shit. Apparently,
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too. Is like I have a few accounts that have quite a bit of a following,
Right.
and I've tried consistency and all that stuff, and sometimes consistency works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think, like, if we just slightly refined what we do, we might be a little more popular. But at the same time, like, we all like just kind of want to keep just chilling. Like,
Are we
it
go-
doesn't have to be
like-
something we. I don't think we
No,
should have
no,
to put
see,
effort
no,
into
see,
it.
Like
Hold
we don't,
on,
like
hold
I
on,
said, we
before
don't
Brian,
want to
before
lose,
you-
we don't want to lose our vibe.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
absolutely
also
not.
found
Absolutely
out
not.
that you can promote on YouTube just like you did on Facebook. So that's what I talked about
Well-
earlier. Like I just kind of wanted to, if we hit, this is my big thing, and we've talked about this many times. We've been sitting at 600 subscribers for a
On
long
YouTube.
time.
Right.
We have the hours and all that to be monetized. We just need 1,000 followers.
Oh,
We need to do this. Like,
yes, is
like-
So for
but that's
perfect.
it.
for
right
after
now.
talk, let me know.
Okay.
Because again, like my day-to-day job,
Yeah, Mike's-
is
well,
digital marketing.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we'll talk
old,
to you
old
about
school
that
Mike
later.
says it's been a blast watching and hanging out. And dude,
And-
we
and-
have enjoyed every time you come
So,
out and hang out
and,
with
and,
us.
but see, and that's
Oh.
also another great thing. So
Hey,
with that,
Is this not perfect for us?
yes, yes.
All right, you go then.
So-
I have to say something.
So the great thing about the other Mike there and that is, I ended up finding him on TikTok, just randomly go,
Right.
and all of a sudden like there's a gasher build and that. I liked his video. He ended up like following us on TikTok, and then we found out he lives in our county. He lives in Homosassa. And that,
Yes.
and then like he started watching the show, and then Mike's one of our biggest supporters, and that he comes on the show all the time. Absolutely love talking and hanging out with Mike. His
And-
car is gonna be fucking amazing.
It's gonna be a raw.
And then he's one of like the head guys at the
Yeah,
big
so-
Napa that used to be high octane.
Mike,
And that.
can you message me? I gotta set my account up with you.
Oh yeah, he's got a new account. that he's
I have
got
a
set
big
up.
list of stuff I need to order. Can you message me so I can put an order in with you next week? Thank you.
But now it's been like 4 years, and it's like we have him on all the time, and like
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
we always
it-
get
it's
we always
freaking-
get a gasser update, and the cool thing is, like I said, like we're all kind of like it's me and then Chris and then these two as far as like like time periods and generations.
Right.
Well, Mike is like me. He's a Gen Xer like me. So there's a lot of things that
I was
even
gonna
though
say, I'm the
even though he
youngest out of
grew up
everybody.
up north, there's a lot of things that we both kind of have in common, like just general cultural stuff that we both remember off the top of our heads.
And I'm the JDM nerd.
Well, so like,
However,
I'm the Fox Body nerd.
However,
Okay.
I'm the guy that cut his teeth on 70s Japanese
Yeah.
cars and 80s
Oh.
Japanese cars. And when I had them, they weren't the revered, legendary Japanese classics that they are
oh,
now.
absolutely.
And then-
They were
Yeah,
just
yeah,
cheap used cars.
Yeah.
Oh, and the greatest part is I get to talk to Dad about airplanes and all that. So like that's another great thing is I've adopted his dad.
Speaking of which, little airplane update on the Citabria. He found a pair of upper and lower used cows from Texas Air Salvage. They're a bit rough. Bud's been doing some fiberglass stuff, which I really know how to do fiberglass stuff.
Well,
Bud,
yeah.
knock yourself out, because
Yeah.
I don't want to itch.
But
But,
that's the other great thing is I kind of adopted his dad as my grandpa, and then I always call him Pops and that. But it's one of those I always love going over to the house and talking with Pops.
So my
because
dad's restoring a 1955 Citabria 7A EC.
I love airplanes, and it's like I get
That's
to do
cool.
airplane stuff. Like
My dad was 20 years in the Air Force, so I grew up as an Air Force brat, and ever since I was a kid, he was also into general aviation, got his private license, stuff like that. And at one point, when I was like 8 or 9 years old, my dad went up to New Jersey, bought a project airplane, brought it back down, and then reassembled it in the front yard before he started working on it. And for that one day, I was the only kid in the neighborhood that had a goddamn airplane in my front yard.
just for the one day, I was the only kid that went into the back and fucking sealed everything in the back of the one fucking airplane.
The 170.
Yeah, they're like, we need someone small. Do you want to spray all this? It's gonna be hot. I'm like, yeah, I get to work on an airplane. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
So I got to crawl around.
So I literally met him up at Denellen Airport, punching the gate code, and we went in. He was like,
What am I doing?
he was like, oh my god,
Let's go.
He's
Let's
like,
go. It's airplanes.
This is
It's
so cool.
airplanes.
He's like, this is so cool. And then Dad opened up the maintenance hangar that he had at the time, and there was like 3 airplanes sitting in there. And Mike was
This
like,
is great.
ow!
I had the best. I was sweating so much, but I didn't care. I was having the best time of my life.
And somewhere, I think it's on 2 phones ago, I have a picture of basically Mike's little ass scrunched all the way back in the tail cone of a
And
170.
he's like, "Hey, smile." I'm like, "This is the best day ever." whatever. He's like, you're having a heat stroke. I'm like, I don't care.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, fun times, man. Absolutely fun times.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what this is what this has been. It's just us.
Doing stupid shit.
Yeah, like I said,
Well, I mean, because
I'm a little jealous of the mini bike thing because I can't really ride a mini bike.
Yeah.
You can get your trike.
Well, they were talking about go-kart.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
And speaking of go-karts, I'm just going to throw this out there. So,
you always got to bring it up.
so the go-kart tracks, God damn it, have a go-kart with hand controls, please.
Because of the way the steering column is, you can't move his foot.
Yeah,
two
you
pet-
can't. You can't go. Yeah.
I can't go across.
Right.
So just make a cart with steering controls.
Or at least still brake on the same point, but put a...
just give me a hand throttle. Hand throttle or a handbrake. Like I said, if you make one both hand
One
controls.
or the other.
I'm
Yeah.
good. But, so, when we were over at his house, and they were doing the mini bike stuff, and we were recording, and like the drag racing that they did, and still trying to final tune on Mike's bike and all that, that's when they came up with the idea. We're like, we need to find him a go-kart. And I'm like, all right, there we go. Like, I've got a Big Bear 400, a four-wheeler. Not the same vibe as, just a single piston. It's just not the
Yeah,
same vibe.
yeah.
But
You need to bounce around with it.
But a go-kart with no suspension.
Oh, yeah.
No, you need the jet go-kart from Don Garlis.
Okay, so started following license or registration.
Hey, appreciate it.
So
Mic to mic.
when I was a kid, I was like 10 years old. Dad took me to Don Garlis Museum of Drag Racing.
Which, if y'all haven't been, go. Spend the
We
money.
made
Go.
Chris go there before he made
And
his
he's
Georgia
there
mistake.
all the time.
Oh, he's in town all the time.
All the
You know how many times I see him at the gas station?
Yeah.
Every
Speaking of
week.
that, last year at our car show, there was one guy in the club, Charlie Morris. He's written a bunch of books about old school drag racing because he was there,
Right.
and he's met a lot of these guys and gotten to talk to them and written books. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he had a couple of those old school guys there, 60s and 70s Ford racers, like he's Al Jonick and all those guys, like the old school legends of drag racing. He's had them there at our show. Well, he was there, and then Don Garlis rolled in with an old Mercury. This was absolutely not on my bingo card for the day. So as I'm walking by, another older gentleman in our club, George, who owns the London double-decker bus that shows up in the Christmas parade.
Yep.
It ended up being used in a Disney movie a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
Jungle Cruise.
So I'm kind of walking around. I get done with helping with the parking duties and everything, and at this point I'm just looking for shade and cool and things like that, and also looking at some cool cars. And as I'm walking by, I see George and Al and Don Garlis are sitting at a table. I just walk by, and I'm like, hey guys, what's up? And George is like, hey Ryan, come over here for a second. Don's going to tell the story. All right. So I go over there, and I'm sitting down, and I'm feeling like I'm way out of my element right now. Okay? And so I mentioned it now, Don Garlis, because of all the funny cars and all like the loud, he can't hear.
He can't hear.
So
right.
he has an app on his phone that just live time transcribes whatever's going on. So he can, dude is sharp as a tack.
Oh, he is.
Dude is like mentally is all there, but like I said, he's got
He
this
just
app
can't
going
hear.
on. So there was a kind of a break in the conversation, and I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, is that your Mercury?" And it was like a 40 Mercury, and he was like, "Oh yeah." And then he started to tell the story of this car, and I'm like, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up here and sit back and listen because I've got an absolute legend
Yeah.
telling me the story about this car that he drove today.
He drove.
Was the absolute last thing I had on my bingo card for that day. And then our friend Brett happened to just snap a picture of me sitting at the table with these guys, and I'm so glad that Brett shared that picture because it was just the coolest thing ever.
You just
like a once in a
locked in,
just
as,
like a
like,
once in a lifetime
Yeah.
experience. Like I cannot believe I'm actually sitting here with a legend of drag racing and another Florida-born legend of drag racing telling me the story about the old car that he drove today. How the hell does this happen?
cars.
Yeah.
Cars.
That's what I love about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and people
Cars.
talk about like what's your podcast about? What's your like? It's based in cars, but the conversation can go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
And
Ours
then,
and ours does often.
And in cars, like it kind of like it's like a bond between people that like you couldn't know each other, and then the next day you're like,
So,
oh, we're best friends.
no,
Well,
I-
yeah,
no.
you walk up to somebody and you're like, "Hey, is this your car?" And then and then
Yeah.
you go from there, and then the next thing you know, you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it-
the connections I've made with people across the world.
It's literally
is
how
insane.
it's literally how me and Brian met each other was at the Mustang Club meeting, and
This was actually technically we met before I had my car.
And you still had the Mark 8, but I met you.
Yeah.
How did I meet Sabrina? I met my wife at a Mustang Club meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I met my wife, was at a car show. 14 years later, we're still married, have all this, doing great.
Blink twice if you need help.
How did I meet, like, even though we went to school together, how
was
did
cars
we
in the
meet?
parking
Stockholm
lot.
syndrome is strong.
Me and Dan parked next to each other.
Yeah.
And he saw
Well,
my
like-
notch back, and even though it was a
when-
piece of shit, still, he liked it. We became friends. Then we realized that we played the same games online. And then there was many times of us racing back and forth from GameStop trying to get who's going to get home to install Forza the quickest.
Yeah.
And
But,
like that's also you, Mustang Club. I met you through the Mustang Club.
I met
Cars.
Dan because we were in automotive school together.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Well,
cars
when-
is what brought
when-
us all together.
When I went to Ireland, I remembered at the time I was big into like the Mazda MX cars, like the not the Miata, but the MX3, and
MX3,
the MX5,
MX6, yeah.
or MX6, not MX5's Miata. Anyway, yeah, no. So I met this guy Mark on the forums because we traded MX3 parts together. And I remember he lived in Belfast, and I was in Ireland, and I happened to have his email, and I was like, "Yo, man, you still live in Belfast?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "I happen to be in Ireland. Do you want to meet?" And he goes, "Yeah, you'll have to come see the AZ3. He had a JDM Mazda MX3, which is the Mazda AutoZam 3.
AutoZam, yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm there." And I met him, and that was all because cars.
Yeah.
Blink,
And
blink.
like we sat there and we talked for
Yeah.
him and I talked for like 2 hours about like just like different cars and stuff. Then at that, it was the cars that we got versus what they got, and he's like, just he was so bewildered that we didn't get all of these really cool little niche Japanese cars like they
I
got.
kind of got a story about that, about the differences, especially between like Europe and here. So this is probably 6 or 7 months ago. Brett had just got his car back together, got it running, and he had come up
German
and
guy.
yeah. So we were up at Arby's, and this German guy comes walking up, and as soon as he started talking, I'm like, okay, German on vacation. And he turns out he also has a 70 Mustang in Germany. So we got to talking about the differences between what you can do here and what you can do there, and then he was looking at Brett's car and everything like that. And Brett's car was just sitting there. It was just static. So then, as we're all kind of winding up and we're getting ready to go, like Brett's getting ready to go home, me and two ladies are getting ready to go get something to eat, and so we told Daniel, hey, we're wrapping up for the night. And he asked Brett, he's like, hey, by the way, he's like, do you mind if I video your car, because I'm going to send this to my friends in Germany? And Brett's like, yeah, no problem. So Brett gets in the car to start it up, and Daniel takes his phone, and he's like probably 10 feet from the back of this thing. And this is when he still had the loud mufflers,
Oh, yeah.
the purple hornies on it. And I'm sitting here next to two legs, I'm looking, I'm like, this poor guy has no idea what's about to happen. Brett fires that car up, and it's... And Daniel he's like... And me and two legs just start laughing, and we're like... He's like, oh yeah, he's like, there's no way this car would ever be compliant in Germany and stuff like that. But it was a real interesting conversation about, the differences. There's still car culture.
Oh yeah.
But it was interesting to talk about the differences in the car culture. And again, like, this was a guy that was on vacation from Germany, and we're just a bunch of dumbasses hanging out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But cars.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. So we were talking earlier about clearing a lot, right? And so the lot kind of across the street from us, not quite, but there. They cleared it, and we're like, oh, here comes more. And this older couple shows up last week, and the wife's getting out, and she's kind of like videoing the lot because they just cleared. So the wife's doing her thing, and the husband's walking around. So Chelsea and I go out, and we kind of do we're just checking the mail. Oh, look, there's people here. And he comes walking up, and he introduces himself. Again, very German. His name's Thomas. But I had my IMSA hat on.
Oh.
And he goes,
Nice.
and his first comment, but outside of hello, was nice hat. And I'm like,
My people.
yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna be a good neighbor.
Like this, like it really is kind of a multinational, worldwide, and it even transcends things like politics. And I am loath to bring up politics on the show, even though politics affects some of the stuff that we talk about. I'm loath to bring it up because ultimately, even if you have somebody that on a political level you may disagree with,
Right.
you
We
both
can all
like
get
cars.
along with
Right.
Right.
cars.
You both like cars.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a common point, and that's where everybody can just like put everything else aside and like, hey man, I dig your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, and it goes to show that I think we have a lot more in common than we have differences.
Oh, we do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I think it's not seen. Like a lot of people don't realize it until
Oh yeah, there's a
start
lot
talking.
of there's a lot
Yeah,
of people.
There's so many more levels you can connect on with a person, and they don't realize. And it's not just cars. It's like similar hobbies.
Yeah,
like,
but even
Hobbies.
with the, even with the
yeah,
cars
hobbies.
though,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
all my best friends come from cars.
Yeah.
So
There-
ultimately,
there's people.
I should have sent this picture in so Chris could throw it up on the screen. But we were at one of the local car meets over the summer, early summer, and that happened.
Oh, the Lakeception.
So did you notice he was the opposite
The
leg of me?
opposite
So
leg.
we're
Did
all
not,
sitting.
Did not have the same shoe size.
So we're
It's like the
still
Spider-Man
yet to be
meme.
determined because okay, this is yet to be determined. So I look over and I'm like, holy hell! Brett looks at me because again, our generation, we don't give a shit. Brett looks at me, he's like, I can dare you to go ask his shoe size. Hold my Yeti. So I walked up and I'm like, hey, what size shoe? Turns out he was from Austria. At least that's what the accent. That's what I kind of pegging the accent down was Austria. Also named Thomas. And I was like, I said, what size shoe? And he was like, European sizes. And he's like, I think 42, 43. And I'm like, I don't know what size that is in American sizes. In
2.5 elephants.
I don't know what that is in World War Champion measurements, but okay. But ultimately, the logistics of sending shoes back and forth across the Atlantic might get a little interesting. Music and not other stuff. Exactly.
Yep.
Like I said, there's so many more ways that we're all like on the same page than ways that we're not on the same page.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I've literally chased people down.
He has.
Because
has,
I've
trying to
shared
find
it.
him a
Yeah.
Like,
shoe.
hey,
Also, I get.
I have a really weird question. And they'd be like, what?
What size shoe
What
do you
size
wear?
shoe do you wear? And look at me like, listen, my friend's got one leg opposite yours looking for. Oh!
Oh!
My shoe
So-
size is this. And I'm like,
So anyway,
damn.
so that was the thing. So I just walked up and asked this guy, I'm like, hey man, what size shoe is that? And he looked at me, he's like, it really sucks having to buy two shoes. I'm like, I know. But, so that was, and again, but the only reason, like I said, he was on vacation.
Wait, why is there not
But
a
here's-
marketplace for this?
But here's the thing. This gentleman was on
tried.
vacation.
It's like
tried.
oneshoe.com.
This gentleman was on vacation.
Shoebuddy.com.
Yeah,
It's an
Shoe
app.
Buddy.
And for
You know
some,
Yes.
what? We need to
and
build
for
an
some
app.
reason, this gentleman ended up in
ChatGPT
Crystal
that.
River at a local car meet. So it was a love of cars that led to a funny moment. But just like Dan, I've also, just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in Walmart. I walked past an aisle and stopped dead, backed up and looked at the dude, and I'm like, what size shoe? and this guy's in a wheelchair, and he's looking at me all funny. I'm like, not a joke.
Not a
Serious
joke.
We
question.
can help each other.
Yeah.
What size shoe? And he was like 9.5. I'm like, damn it, too small. And he looked at me funny. I said, I've got right shoes that are in mint condition. I'm looking for a shoe buddy.
Still in the box.
I'm still in the box in perfect condition. I'm like, I'm looking for a shoe buddy. And he kind of looked at me for a second. He was like, that's a really good idea. like,
Now he's gonna find somebody and be like, yo, what's
Yeah, we're
The
gonna
fun-
get
the
together
funniest-
later.
the-
We're gonna get an app going.
the
This is
funniest time
happening.
was several
Yeah.
years ago at Cars and Coffee. I saw another guy that was hopping around on one leg. I'm like, hey man, what size shoe? He's like 9. I was like, damn, too small. He immediately goes, that's what she said. So yeah, like I said, cars, man.
No, absolutely.
Like-
yeah. I mean, that was so. Like, I'm an only child, so I didn't have
Same.
no siblings or anything else. So anything I did, whether it was growing up t-ball or sports or cars or whatever else, like that's kind of where I found
your friend group
brothers and sisters and whatever else you want to call it. But yeah, it was always through something like that. So yeah,
Like I said, I'm old enough that there wasn't play dates and things like that. So it was
Yeah.
basically whatever kids were in the neighborhood.
yeah.
And even the kids that you didn't like, you'd still hang out with, and if anything, you just threw rocks at each other.
That fucking Jimmy.
Yeah, fucking Jimmy. Like that was the thing. Like you just like have rock wars and dirt clod wars. With like break them into teams and basically try to take each other's head off.
Yeah.
But it was fun. But I mean, my thing was, even from the youngest age, like, you know, I always got like Hot Wheels.
Mhm.
Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars with Gateway
Yeah.
Drug.
Have some.
Yeah. Well, that's
I tried to give some away at the last Cars and Coffee where the Hot Wheels guy was there. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I only gave away like 2. At first, I was just like, okay, you know, if somebody wants to give me a buck a piece, like
Right. Yeah.
whatever, a buck. I'm not even trying to make money on these. I'm just getting rid of extras or
Yeah.
duplicates. Or finally, I was telling people, I was like, hey, there's a box of Hot Wheels on the car. Just like take whatever you want.
Yeah. And that's why, like, I really, because we all kind of start there. Dan's wife worked at a local shoe store, and I happened to be wearing a car shirt, and that's what sparked the conversation about Pints and
Oh
Pistons.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
your wife's birthday.
Yeah.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Keep your lungs to yourself there, dickhead.
I did.
Good.
Kept
Yeah.
it in the shirt.
Hey, before we go into the wonderful card that we have for our Facebook Marketplace feature, which
So-
is a new thing that we're doing.
Yeah, because like I said,
Right now.
Did you send
Bring
it
it
to the email?
Yes.
Bring a Trailer has gotten to where
I told you to look it up, Chris.
I didn't see it in there.
Bring a Trailer has gotten to where you just can't save pictures off of there.
Well, yeah. So, but before we do that, what
And
happened today?
oh, I've got some car spots, some interesting
Well,
car spots.
Talk about your car spots, and I got something else I need to
So
talk
I
about.
found out that a mile and a half away from my house, there was somebody that has an R32 GTR
Nice.
that's never been to Cars and Coffee.
Okay.
And the other day, I sent you guys a message in the group chat. Hey, I just saw a R32 GTR in Floral City. Yesterday,
Chris
I
and
saw
this.
that same R33
Shut
GTR
up to Chris.
twice.
Right there.
Really?
Rocks Media.
It's a dark gunmetal
Yeah.
R33 GTR. So the first day I saw it was like Wednesday or Tuesday, and I saw it at the little oil change garage place there on the corner in Floral City.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I saw it earlier in the day on 41 in Hernando, and later in the day, I saw it on 486 a couple miles from my house. Same car. So someone around here locally, I'm guessing that they're local.
There's sneaky cars. and
There's
there
really
here's
are.
the thing
I
about
found out.
There's the thing about this area. There's always been sneaky cars, like for years. I haven't seen it
Yeah.
recently because I think the people have moved. But over on Harley Street, about halfway down,
Okay.
there was a single-story house with a 2-car garage, and every now and then the garage door would be open, and there was a plum crazy 70 Cuda sitting back in there.
Nice.
I never saw the car on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Kensington Drive. If you come from 44 and take Kensington to shortcut into Citrus Hills,
Mhm.
3 houses down, every now and then the garage door would be open. There was a C1 Corvette sitting in there that I had never seen on the road, but it had been sitting back there for 30 years.
Yeah.
The Cuda had been sitting there for 40 years. Like, there's
Well, yeah, I mean, it's random. Like, so obviously we moved here from Northeast Florida, and it seems like it's really weird how Florida's kind of its regional differences in car scene.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, when we moved from there to here about 4 years ago, you know, I was like, well, you know, I'm not quite sure what the car scene was going to be like here. And sure enough, like, kind of a couple streets over from us, there's, I mean, like you said, single story, just ranch house, blah, 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 nothing crazy about it. And I drove by one day, the garage was up, and there's a damn turbo 911 and
Yeah.
a Ferrari 430 Spider just chilling in the garage.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Or it's like
It-
neighbor
it's really
Cody
weird
when all
around
of a
here.
sudden, like,
And still to this day, it's really like
literally,
a lot of the people are like,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
well,
The way
three,
kind
three
of-
houses down when Cody lived there, all of a sudden there's a day
900 horsepower Evo.
The day I moved into our house, I literally had the front door and everything open, and I'm on the toilet taking a shit, and all of a sudden I hear something. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Shook the house. And it was a 900 horsepower to the wheels Evo 9 coming up the road, and it turned out to be Cody that lived down the road, and that
Plus
sadly,
his LS swap Silverado.
Yeah, sadly he moved away, but I'm still super in contact with him. That is the only car that has made me lose my breath while filming. It hit so hard,
yeah.
I shut off.
And then
I
there's
shut off.
Geo down the street with all the all the
with
German
those
stuff.
Volkswagens
And then
all
there's
that.
the the
Which are
90
great
the 98
neighbors.
Rock first gen Probe that's a couple
Down the
blocks
road.
down that way.
Oh, that's cool.
Like-
I see them almost every morning. Well, the wife, I see her
Yeah.
almost every day.
Yeah.
Going in.
So-
Yeah, like so. I mean, so there's all And for a while there used to be a dude. He did live in Black Diamond. However, he had a Ferrari 348. That every time I saw the car, it had roundels on the doors, a roundel on the hood, and the thing was covered with track rash. Like, he raced that thing.
so
He beat the hell out of that car. There's the guy that I believe is in Inverness, but I've seen him in Floral City a lot. That's got a 308 Mondial
Yeah, with the different
with
wheel
360
design.
with 360
360.
spider
Yeah,
wheels.
he was at that Dunellen Cars and Coffee.
That dude
at
drives that
Ilios.
thing everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's a daily for him.
Brian, I have a lot of news that I really need to share.
Go for it.
So, one, been talking back and forth with Celtic. We are going to be setting up a date to where we're going to have an entire band on our show.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
we might need a bigger bar.
Well, we'll figure out where, when, where, and whatever, but we've been going back and forth with that. Also,
Some synapses just rubbed together, and I have a thought on that. We'll discuss later.
okay. Before we go on to everything else, I really need to talk about what happened this evening in the front driveway.
What happened?
Oh my god.
Please,
So-
Mike, tell us.
Mike
So-
almost got abducted.
So, Chris is breaking into my car. No.
No, he was
So
stealing.
Chris is breaking into his car.
He was not breaking into the car. Yes, or more booze. Okay.
He
He
was
was not
stealing
breaking
the
into the car.
louvers.
He was stealing parts off of the car.
Correct.
So we were finally getting the most valuable thing off of Project Suzanne, which is those louvers off of the car. And
Which
as-
are Ford accessory parts catalog louvers from 1986.
Exactly, which is why they're the top of the line, cream of the crop, and that. And we're all just standing there in the driveway, and we watch this Hellcat go by, and I'm like, oh, Hellcat, he went vroom vroom. And then next thing I know, oh, Hellcat is doing slow vroom vroom past the house. And then now
Done
I-
a U-turn to come
yeah,
back.
and then I'm like, now I have a random guy, don't know. I'm like, do you know him? Dan's like, no. I'm like, Chris, no. Mike's like, no. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Random guy stopping at my house. Like, I'm used to this. Like, oh, hell. And he gets out of the car, he starts walking up, and he's like, so you like Mustangs? I'm like, yep. You can see, there's a lot of them. It's like, well, do you want to buy a 79 pace car? And I'm like, oh, shit. And they
And
want
he looked at me and I was like, you don't understand what you just did to that man's soul, dude.
He looked at me, I looked at him, and I jumped up and was like, that's my dream car. Let's go talk. And so we walked to the other side of the yard.
So the
now
strange man lured you away,
strange man lured me away, and this is
picked
how
you off from the herd.
This is how you kidnap me. Is saying, hey,
Human trafficking.
I have a 79 pace car in my van. Do you want to come see it? Yes, I do.
Right.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
I'm going with you no matter what you say. And I realized that once I got to his car, I'm like, shit, everybody's back there. Like, I literally just went with this random man that just pulled into my yard.
And none of us even had a thought.
we just
were all like-
continued our
we were just
conversation.
Yeah, we're like,
conversation.
yeah, no.
We're
he's
like,
going
Mike
after
probably just got kidnapped, but it's fine. It was a car guy. He knows
Yeah.
what's up.
So I got his number, and may or may not be buying a 79 pace car, which is my dream car. It's just the fact that, and I'm so happy y'all were there, because that's the stuff that happens to me every once in a while, but just the fact that randomly, out of nowhere, I watch this car drive by, we give him a thumbs up because it sounded good. The next thing I know, he's in my front driveway going, hey, I have your dream car for sale. It's in rough condition, which is keywords, I need to buy it. But do you want to buy it? I'll send you pictures. Here's my number, we'll keep in touch, because I may or may not be buying, but, like, my dream car.
Right.
And also the fact that it's it's just like Project Susie. His dad bought it brand new in
Right.
1979.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt bought that car brand new in 1979. It's a piece of shit, but like it's a one family car. Like
Might be a less piece of shit.
I could be doing like another but still like above my bed is literally a press photo of that car. Like, that's my holy grail car, to where, as Sabrina said, I can't say anything. I can't deny that. That's my holy grail car.
We'll see what happens.
Some people are like, oh, a 70, Chevelle
Maybe
SS
like
with
hot
a
tub
454.
time machine. It's like Great White Buffalo.
Yeah, well, but it's one of those. It's one of those, like, you ask somebody like, what's your dream car? And it's, Ferrari or Lamborghini or a 70 Chevelle SS 454 or something like that. You ask me, 79 pace car. And they're like, really? I'm like, yes, really. Doesn't have to have a 5-liter. It could either be a 5-liter or it could be the 2.3 turbo. It just has to be a manual. And this one's a manual. And it's a 2.3 turbo.
Mike just said something.
I can't read it.
When I picked up the mock-up 390 FE for my car, this older guy took me in his truck into the Ocala forest, and I never knew there were actual roads in the forest.
Yeah,
So
so
he
Mike,
has a shop in the woods.
You understand what I like?
He
What I'm going
understands he
through.
got kidnapped too.
But I knew
There's some
this.
sketchy ass roads in the
I
Ocala
knew this guy
National
wasn't
Forest.
sketchy because the Hellcat that he did pull up in wasn't an automatic. It was an actual 6-speed manual Hellcat.
That meant he was to be
I don't know.
trusted?
Yeah, yes.
Hold on.
No, hold on.
He's the whole vibe. He's
Hold
the
on.
vibe.
Yes, no, but I understand your credit scores on the side of the car, but he had a manual of it, which means his credit score has to be better than mine, and mine's at least a 500.
No, it's a Hellcat. The credit score's not on the side on those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Scat Packs have the credit
you
score on the
use
side.
a fake address to finance the car, and then when they go to repo, they can't find you. You have it, then the doors
I don't
come
know.
off.
He's
and
got a-
then,
he's
and then
got a
you're
Hemi
blocking
SUV, so-
intersections to do donuts, and then it's getting parted out on Facebook Marketplace. No title. Don't ask questions.
No
fake
questions
Facebook
asked.
profile.
So Dan,
Bill of sale.
Dan, tell me about your 200,000 mile Porsche.
Doing great. Doing freaking great, brother.
But anyway,
With a clean title.
With a
so
clean title.
is it
And
clean?
yeah,
Okay.
and it does so far upset Charger Scat Packs. I don't know about Challenger, but Charger Scat Packs, it will do them dirty. So
But it's one of those, like, Jesus Christ, like, I had a random guy tonight of all nights
Proposition him.
while people were actually watching
people were peopling.
tell me, hey, I got your
I don't know
dream
if anybody
car
else needed
for
another
sale.
one, but there it is.
Oh. Gentleman and a scholar.
Careful how you throw the G word around.
But yeah, no, and Brian didn't even get to see it because Brian was inside, but everybody else got to see it.
Yeah, because that's where the food
In
and the air
2
conditioning
weeks,
was.
you'll be on a yacht with a Saudi prince and not knowing what your name is.
Kidney
Do I-
missing.
Do I get extra money though to buy the 79 pace
No.
car? Shit.
There is
No.
no 7 car.
His name will be Michelle.
Anyway, so what is our new section that we're doing now? We're not doing bring a trailer.
So,
That car,
so bring a
anything
trailer
like that.
you can't save pictures off
We're
of,
gonna
and
call
cars
this
and
Brian
cars,
Reacts.
cars
Or
and
Cap
bids
Car.
has just gotten lame.
Lame.
So we are doing a new section called Facebook Marketplace Finds RS.
Facebook Marketplace feature.
It's true.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
And
So we're just basically just going to find it. One of us will find a car on Marketplace, and we're just going to discuss it, what we think
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, we're not going off the price and all that. We're just gonna talk about how either awesome, fucked up, or how I would
Combination
buy
of the two.
this or how I would buy this for $900. And it is. Ah,
Bam.
ah.
Yeah.
a 2-liter turbo Kia Forte Coupe A.
I like that blue.
Yep. 2013.
I actually like those wheels too.
I'm looking at that, what appears to be a gap at the rear bumper cover and the quarter panel.
So
That
here's
is
the
a
thing.
wheel arch. That
It-
is a bolt-on wheel
It is a
arch.
representation of the gaps it lays down on other cars. And
Oh,
let me tell you a little bit
hold on,
about this.
hold on. High five. Because that is the greatest way that I've ever heard explained. Jesus Christ, look at that body gap.
When you have what this has, panel gaps are not an issue.
Oh yeah, just listen.
So-
He's got the.
What does it have? A rod knock on cylinder 3?
Oh no,
it's
just wait.
it's knocking on things, but it's knocking on a certain horsepower level.
100?
So on pump 93, 475 horsepower to the wheels.
What?
Okay,
Wait, now let's go. I want to get your guess on E85 on the corn. What do you think this is pushing at the wheels?
580.
615.
Okay. I have a question
So
for
you know this car?
No.
He's read
This
the
is a
ad.
market. This
Okay,
is
this is
complete.
just
Like
off the
I mean,
ad.
there's
Facebook
no
Marketplace.
dyno sheet. I'm just going off the listing.
I have a question for the expert in our group. Equal length half shafts or unequal length half shafts?
Unequal length. Well, no. Hold on.
You had a friend on your shoulder.
Hold on.
Be.
On the 1.6 turbos.
Well, it was a 13.
It's a 2013.
So this should be a 2.4.
No, it's a 2 liter.
It's the 2 liter. It's
Is it a
it's,
2
If it's a 2 liter turbo, it says 2 liter turbo on the back.
Yeah, but isn't
Wait,
that the
it is.
Mitsubishi?
It's the Mitsubishi partnership.
Okay, so that'd be the Mitsubishi motor then.
Yeah, this is
So
Mitsubishi.
I want to know
The-
because I'm already looking at the front wheel fitment and the arches that I see now up there and the way the scrub radius is affected. I really want to know about the half shafts. Equal length or unequal length?
2.4s through uneven. 2.0s had intermediate shafts.
You're right.
So the half
So
shafts.
that's equal
So
then.
equal length half
Equal length.
shafts.
Yeah.
So it might be
probably has
somewhat
an LSD
controllable at
factory.
that power level.
Oh yeah, was it manual or automatic?
Let me pull up.
Because if it's manual, then it does have an LSD transmission.
So I will read a little bit
Controllable
about this.
how? Handling wise, or whether or not the engine's going to blow up?
You do
Every time you step on the gas.
Okay. Turbo 2.2 liter front
And
wheel
it is here
drive
in Hernando.
K-car derived Mopars.
Oh.
That if you stood on it on the turbo cars because the one half shaft was that long and the other half shaft was that long, it would send you off into a ditch controllable.
So they're not that bad.
So it's more like, with an intermediate shaft, it's more like Honda Acura.
Yeah.
So slightly more controllable. Okay.
Not a lot of details. 2012 coupe.
Ranwin Park, no tire kickers, I know what I got.
$30,000 supposedly in receipts. So supposedly documented.
Okay.
615 on E85, 475 on 93. And it is obviously it's tuned
Is it NA or turbo?
Turbo.
turbo.
Now, does this thing have flex fuel, or are you swapping tunes to switch fuels?
Probably swapping tunes.
Can mix and blend the fuels as it has a Continental ethanol meter and is calibrated via the tune.
Flex sensor.
So it's got a flex sensor installed.
That's actually really smart. That's more than I expected.
Yep. Cage, no seat belts in the rear. And that's all it's got. There's nothing else about the. But I just thought it was interesting. Again, it popped up in another car group that I had seen.
So it's not Kia boys.
Yeah.
It is interesting. Like that's actually it's impressive.
Right.
Like I'm
If it's
genuinely
legit.
impressed if that's legit.
Like, if those power numbers are legit, and whatever tires are on the front of that can actually
Put the
hook
power
up
down.
on the street, that thing right there would cause a lot of butt hurt.
I do like
Yeah.
the color of it.
Like,
I will
mean,
say I think if that's all legit and they really did build the car to that spec, they did it just to hurt feelings.
Yeah.
that would definitely hurt some feelings. But now, again, for the experts, what do those cars weigh? 31,
Are you asking
32?
them? Hold on,
Probably
hold
not
on.
a lot.
Dan's over here. Dan's over here on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, let's do
asking
it.
them
I'm
about
gonna
shit.
look at it tomorrow.
And I can't ask you now.
I'm like, hold on.
So
He's
what do you
typing
think
a message out to him.
with
Yeah.
the brief description, the little bit we know about the car? What do you think he's asking for this?
$5,000.
$13,000.
13 grand.
What year is this thing?
2012.
2012.
So how rebuilt is the title?
Hey,
know,
hey, if he's down
well,
for it,
I don't
I'm
know,
gonna
does it
go
say
look
anything?
tomorrow and I'm gonna update all of you. I'm gonna get the dude to let me drive it and everything.
Manual.
So
blue
this
black-
is
it's
the-
got
If
55,000
you put a decimal
miles.
point and a couple of zeros in front of it, you've got the right price there, buddy. I'm sorry. I understand the car's like fully built and everything.
You never get your money back
But-
out of the mods.
But
You
That
never
little
repay
badge
it.
right there
So-
makes it not worth half of
You're
that.
banking up what
So
people
y'all need
say.
to reach out to Walter Alvarez and have
he
him on
already
the
did.
show
He
and
already did.
explain the car. Because
So, I mean-
I think like this is That's a crazy build. Like, I
Yeah.
would love to see like the process.
me too.
And
I'm not
the
like
engine
now,
behind it.
I don't want anybody
okay.
to think
Here's the
that
thing:
I'm shitting on
none
the
of us
guy.
are
Oh, yeah,
shitting. None of
like
us are
that.
shitting
No,
on this car.
absolutely not.
If that
Yeah.
thing's making those actual power numbers, that
Holy
thing right
shit,
there is an
yeah.
absolute sleeper and will absolutely just screw
it'll-
with people's
it will
heads in the
break
best way
hearts
possible.
every day. Yeah, every day.
Because it doesn't look like it.
So this
That's
is
the
this
thing.
gotta.
Like, it doesn't look like.
Like, I want to know more details.
Like, it looks like it has mods and all that, and you're like, oh, that thing maybe has 300 horsepower. If it's pushing what they're
if
saying.
it's pushing double what you think it does,
Yes.
that would be absolutely
Amazing.
shocking to anything that lined up. Even something that is faster
What
than that.
What
He
Bachman
said they're
say?
asking 18K. My guess.
Like I
Oh,
said,
he was
no,
close then.
13,000.
now here's the thing.
If it's a 4G63 bottom end car, then I would not doubt.
Now that
Yeah, that's exactly
okay.
it.
But what's
It's
weird,
got
though,
a
is like-
basis. It's got a base in the power
that's
plant.
that's a big gap for
Okay,
E though.
this-
Like I had my Mazda Speed 3 had full bolt-ons and a big turbo, and I had an E-tune and everything. It wasn't that big of a difference.
Now this
between
actually
93 and
makes.
80.
If he's, but is how much how much more boost is he pushing though? Like, is the E-tune that much more aggressive?
Right, and that's kind of like things.
And also, this
somebody
also
would
you also
put
gotta
in an
wonder, like, when
advertisement,
he
I think.
made the E85 pull, what fuel was he running?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Was he running pump E85, which can be anywhere from E60,
Yeah.
E50 to E85, or was he running?
Running bottled.
Was he running Ignite or whatever, or
Yeah.
any
Was
other
he
VP
running a
racing
Night
fuel?
110?
Yeah.
Like,
Was he running like
I
Ignite?
will update you guys because I messaged him. I'm gonna go check.
No,
it
but that's
out.
what I'm telling you. Like, you guys, seriously, he's
That's
what I
local.
wanna know. I
This is
wanna know
Hernando.
what the power plant looks like.
Yeah.
Now this is
I want
now,
to know. Did he swap a 4G63 into
well,
it?
there's pictures.
It doesn't
There's
men- yeah,
pictures.
it doesn't
the
mention
pictures
any.
Do not do it justice.
Yeah, the
though.
pictures. It's really unclear.
Like, yeah.
now
I
because
have to look at it.
because my brain does weird things when I hear certain things, I have certain reactions to it. 4G63 Evo. How hard would it be to make that thing all-wheel drive?
Subframe and all that's completely
Yeah.
different. That'd be custom
Because
fab.
you'd have to get the transfer case in and everything.
Well, and there's no spot in the back to put up an all-wheel drive subframe.
Yeah.
So there's no room in the actual.
It's
There's no room in the
all-
back of the
no.
floor pan
Yeah.
for that diff to sit in the
No.
rear
No,
subframe.
just be all fabbing.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. Honestly, they're pretty short wheelbase. One of those all-wheel drive with that would be.
I mean, you look
That'd be
at.
sick.
That's the thing. I mean, you look at the Honda guys that are taking CRXs and Integras and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and RSXs,
And
and making them all
Yeah.
all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Just
well,
literally-
look, so there's, I mean,
At that point, they do the Wago van spot.
That's okay.
or CRV parts.
But still, that's
Well, that was
why,
on a hub dyno.
That's why.
Oh,
I
there's
love
more
Wago
info
vans.
there. 22 psi
Haltech ECU.
was at 425 on 93.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, there's a lot more information in here.
If everything in this ad is what I'm
No,
reading
I
is
got it.
actually true, this guy is taking an absolute bath on the money on this car.
Yeah, I mean that was a laundry list of parts.
So that means motor shirt.
Okay, I think I figured out what he did here. Okay,
Hey, but if
Is
that's
that a
the case,
4G?
motor shirt.
I think so.
Motor shirt.
1500 cc injectors.
Wait a minute, it says Haltech. Go back one.
I can't.
It says
Dan's
Hal.
pulling it
It
up
says
right here.
Haltech Pro Plug. So that is one of Haltech's direct fit ECUs that
Built
has.
Evo X engine swap. That's what it is. He
Okay.
swapped an Evo X engine into it.
That's okay. So that's the ECU. The Haltech Pro
Yeah.
Plug is actually an Evo 10 Pro Plug ECU. So that's probably the equivalent of what, a Haltech 2500
Yeah.
or 3500.
That's what that was what was throwing me. He's like, so it's a 2-liter, and I'm like, hold on, he's got a Kia engine putting 600 horsepower to the wheel. There's no way. There's
Yeah.
no way
That's what
that
I-
cylinder 3 doesn't leave the chat.
Hey, but it's one of those. It's a
Old
better
Tyree.
looking
Yeah.
Evo.
So what
10.
part?
Inject
Okay,
those
so
guns.
Hold on, but it's a better looking Evo 10 because that looks way better than an Evo 10.
Kind of does.
Yeah, I will.
So-
I'll give it
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'll take an Evo 10
Yeah.
coupe.
So asking
Yeah.
our
That looks
expert,
great.
what part of cylinder 3 typically leaves the chat? The gasket, the piston, the wrist pin, the rod,
Yes.
crank?
Yes.
All of it?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what it actually is it's an
Yes.
oiling problem on cylinder 3's connecting rod journal.
Oh, so it spins bearings and just heats it up
Does
and
it
breaks
starve the?
No, it doesn't spin the bearing; it melts the bearing.
the rod. Oh, God.
So is
So,
that particular
right,
part like
yes.
just starved from
all
oil?
of it.
Yes.
Okay.
All
so
of it. All of it. It just,
What
yes.
the problem boiled down to when they machined their connecting rods, they did not extrusion hone the ports
Uh-huh.
to clean them. So flashing breaks off, plugs up the port, and
okay.
oil starves the journal,
and then it just cooks.
it just cooks itself.
Yeah.
I've literally watched them go from a perfectly good running car to, and that was the last noise the motor ever made, literally in 45 seconds. I've watched it happen in front of me before.
So did you ever pull one of these apart? I was wondering, what shade of blue was the bearing cap
So,
when you actually looked at it? How deep of a blue did it get?
you know the cheap eBay blued muffler tips?
Yeah.
That.
Wow! On a bearing cap, on a rod cap. Holy shit!
All right.
Damn.
I must depart. So
Yeah, no, we gotta end it.
We did
okay.
run quite a bit late.
Yeah.
It was 7 years though. We can do this.
we can't.
Oh wow, it's
but-
it's 9:42. Okay.
Holy
But I
shit!
must
That's
depart.
probably
So-
our longest one yet.
Yeah.
No, it
Well,
Okay,
there
so
you
I
go,
retract.
Facebook-
I
and-
retract any and all previous statements about the car. It's got a 4G. It's got a fully built motor under the.
Dan will
hood.
update
I
us.
was gonna say I'll let you know.
Let me know. I
will.
That's
Okay.
actually cool.
Okay, honestly, if that thing is running and driving and the engine's not hurt, I think he might be pricing it too low.
I think
Yeah.
so too. The motor's
It
worth
could be
more
a
than that just
beast.
by just where it sits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
But anyways,
So, on that note,
On that bombshell,
that bombshell.
Congrats on 7 years, guys.
7
Yeah.
years, everybody.
glad to
Thank
have you on.
I
Thank
appreciate
you, Mike,
it, man.
For
Anytime.
For coming on, like seriously
Absolutely.
with that.
Thank you so much for coming.
License
Chris,
and registration
appreciate you,
show.
brother.
Thank
Look
you
him
for
up
being here.
look him up on YouTube. We got the link in there in the description.
And
Well, not
also,
in the
man,
description,
throw
but it's
some
somewhere.
more promos out for our cars and coffee, man.
Yeah, that's been a whole process. We can talk off camera about that.
Okay, okay. So, see you guys in 2